Welcome back to the channel, guys. Exuro here, and we're over on the MTS servers. Now, before we begin, just a quick shout out to all the admins over at MTS. They've been having a hard time this week. As a lot of you know that are playing on the servers, they've been targeted for DDoSes and several other things. I want to reassure everyone that they are doing their best to try and fix the servers in the best way possible. I know they're having issues at the moment with their game saves and things like that, so we're all hoping that we don't lose, all our progress, but I'm sure they won't intentionally do that if it's not a complete necessity. So moving on from that, welcome back to the channel. We're here, we're farming still, we're trying to get everything that we need in order to finish our defenses and things like that. This episode I wanted to kind of focus a little bit on how we farm on Scorched, because I know a lot of the newer players out there, they don't know, the best spots to farm and things like this. So I thought, you know what, we'll show them how we do some of the later game stuff, so crystal, element, things like that. So hope you enjoy, and here we go. I know a lot of people are I'm gonna cop a lot of flack from all these lish who say to me, why don't you go to Extinction to farm crystal? It's so much easier. So, if you've played on the MTS servers, you know that every server is heavily populated. And if you go to servers like that to farm, then you're gonna die. Or you're not gonna farm much before you encounter someone, then you're gonna get into PvP. So the methods I'm going to show you are the safe and easy kind of ways to do it. So as you can see on screen, we're over in the church cave right now. There's a bunch of crystal nodes which are ridiculously OP. So this spot that I'm farming at the moment isn't even the main spot. The only unfortunate thing about this spot is you do actually need a crab to farm it, because the nodes and the hitboxes are so strange and so funny that for some reason you just can't do it with an Anki. So you will need a crab, but by hitting this spot and one that's right next to it, which I don't show in the video, you're gonna walk away with like almost 40,000 crystal. Then we just use the transmitter, we get it out. It's easy. Now the only issue that I can see some of you having with this method is actually clearing the cave. Because there are, not rock golems, what are those little ones called? The little rock golems. You know what I'm talking about. And there's like a lot of mobs, but you only need to clear that back section of the cave. So you can do it multiple ways, but it's the, rubble golems, that's the one. It's those things that some people have trouble with. That covers all our crystal farm. So we're at the stage now where we're producing mainly tech, and crystal's obviously a big thing. The other big thing, of course, is elements. So at the moment, I'm actually building platforms to support gachas. So we've got element gachas. We pretty much don't run a single boss fight anymore. And that's partly because a lot of the time it's hard for us to have more than 2 people on. And you need to run bosses with 2 just in case, you DC or you crash or something like that. And then you end up losing everything. So what we do as an alternative is we run element gachas like all day. So as you can see, the crop pots down there, that has all our plant Y in it, and we just transfer it straight to the gachas and do it that way. We don't worry about snow owl, because snow owls are to produce like the old gacha crystals to get like increased value on items, but we don't want that. We want the common crystals. Otherwise, we're not getting element dust. So I think before today we were working off 5 pairs of gachas. Now, because we ran out of space and they kept getting sniped, I've done the elevations so that they can be closer to the base and still be within transfer tool range. So as you can see, I've hit up like another, 1, 2, 3. I've made another 4 pillars in which we can do pairs of gachas. So we should be working off almost 10 pairs at this point. which I approximate, I'm not 100%, I approximate will be like almost anywhere between 2,000 and 3,000 element a day, if we have them on a continuous cycle while we're on. Yeah, so as you can see here, I've got my transfer tool open. So pretty much what I do is I transfer from all the item collectors. We have like probably like 30 to 40 item collectors just for gacha crystals, and transfer them to my inventory, open them all up, get rid of, so put the element dust in the dedicated storage, put everything else into the grinder, put the black pearls, because at the moment we're farming black pearls as well, put the black pearls into its dedicated storage. And the great thing about this is we actually get so much like riot gear, fabbies, things like that, that when we grind it up, we haven't actually needed to farm poly in a long time. So I think we're sitting on like 120,000 poly, and that's not farming poly at all. That's just grinding all the crappy weapons down. And yeah, you get plenty of other resources as well, but not enough to be like self-sufficient from, but it definitely helps out. Then what happens is I just popcorn it to myself, lay in a sleeping pod, and I craft all the element. It doesn't take too long. And while I'm doing productive things around the base, this is generally what Muntage gets up to. He does his daily exercises, like running up and down the stairs. If only he adopted this in real life, and then, you know, he wouldn't need a gym membership, I guess, you know? Look at him go. So much energy. Anyway, that covers our element process. Now, a lot of people have been asking how we do our bullets and everything else on Scorch. We don't actually do it on Scorch anymore. We farm all our stone off server. Now, a lot of you probably have watched Muntage's video of him farming stone. But this is what really happens when Muntage farms stone.
Be right back.
Oh god, the light pit went out. Hey bro. Hey bro. Hey bro. Bro. Oh my god. Bro. Muntage. Muntage. Oh my god. Muntage.
Wait, what the fuck happened?
You suck, bro. You suck.
Whoa.
So I think that's why he started farming by himself. Just so we don't have to put up with that again. I don't know. Nah, jokes. It doesn't happen too often. Very, very rarely. Anyway, guys, I want to start wrapping it up, but I want to ask you guys, the new map, Valguero or something, released today? Now, I'm tossing and turning. There's obviously the server situation going on with MTS right now. Can I get everyone in the comments just to post, are they wanting to see the new map, or are they wanting to see continued content on SE? Because at the moment I think we're tossing and turning and we're not entirely sure on what we want to do. So hit me up and let me know. But bear in mind that the new map is a closed cluster, so it will be starting again. It will be all the fresh content all the starting stuff. So yeah, just let me know, hit me up, and until next time guys, peace.